Previously, you've practiced changing a fraction or decimal to a percent by writing an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Take 3/5. To convert 3/5 to a percent, we first change it to a fraction with a denominator of 100. To do this, we multiply 5 times 20 to get a numerator of 100. 5 times 20 equals 100. And then we have to do the same thing to the numerator. Also multiply it times 20. 3 times 20 equals 60. So 60 over 100, 60 100ths equals 60%. In this second example, the decimal number 0.4 is 4/10. We annex a 0 to make it 40/100th, which has the same value as 4/10. It is an equivalent decimal number. We write the decimal number as a fraction with a denominator of 100, which equals 40%. In this lesson, we will learn another method of changing a fraction to a percent. Since 100% equals 1, we can multiply a fraction by 100% to form an equivalent number. We can do this because the identity property of multiplication states that the product of any number and 1 is equal to that number. In other words, we can multiply any number times 1 without changing its value. Here we multiply 3/5 by 100%. We've written 100% in the form of a fraction because we're multiplying times a fraction. Our answer is 300% over 5. When we simplify, do the division problem here, 300% divided by 5, our answer is 60%. We can use the same procedure with decimal numbers to change decimal numbers to percents. Here we have 0.375 times 100% equals 37.5%. Remember, we can do this as mental math simply by moving the decimal point over 2 spaces to match the 2 zeros in the percent. Let's do a couple of examples. In example 1, we'll change 1/3 to a percent. Our fraction 1/3 is we multiply times 100%, and our answer is 100% over 3. To simplify, this is a division problem, so we divide 100% by 3 and write our quotient as a mixed number. It's important to remember that some fractions convert to whole percents, such as 1/4 converting to 25%. Other fractions, such as 1/3, convert to percents with fractional components. Fractional percents can be expressed as a mixed number, such as 33 1/3, or as a decimal number, such as 12.5%. In example 2, we'll write 1.2 as a percent. We multiply the decimal times 100% to get 120%. Remember, we can do this simply by moving the decimal point over 2 places. We end up with 120%. In some applications, a percent may be greater than 100%. If the number we are changing to a percent is greater than 1, then the percent is greater than 100%. Example 3, write 2 1/4 as a percent. We'll show this with using 2 different methods. In the first method, we split the whole number in the fraction. 2 plus 1/4. We change each part to a percent and then add those 2 parts together. So 2 is equivalent to 200%. 1/4 is equivalent to 25%. We add those 2 together to get 225%. So 2 1/4 equals 225%. In the second method, we change 2 1/4 into an improper fraction, 9/4, and multiply it times 100%. We need our percent sign here. To do the multiplication problem, we can cancel here. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 25 divided by 4 is 25. And then we can multiply 9 times 25 to get our 225%. Method 1, shown in example 3, is quick if we can recall the percent equivalent of a fraction. Method 2 is easier if the percent equivalent does not readily come to mind. We will use method 2 in this example. We write the mixed number 2 1/6 as an improper fraction, 13/6, and multiply it times 100%. Our answer is 1300% over 6. We simplify this division problem, and our final answer is 216 2/3%. In our final example, 20 of the 30 students on the bus were girls. What percent of the students on the bus were girls? We first find the fraction of the students that were girls, then we convert the fraction to a percent. Girls were 20/30ths, or 2/3, of the students on the bus. Now we multiply the fraction times 100%. We can use either 20/30ths or 2/3 as shown in these examples. In the first equation, we can cancel to simplify the multiplication. So 30 divided by 10 is 3. 100 divided by 10 is 10. Now we multiply. 20 times 10 is 200. 3 times 1 is 1. We simplify the division problem, 200% divided by 3, and our answer is 66 2/3%. In the second equation, we simply reduced the fraction to 2/3 before beginning the equation. Our answer is 66 2/3. We find that 66 2/3 of the students on the bus were girls.